Just finished work. Sun is shining. What a difference a few days can make, eh? So, last video, patched up a little burn hole. Got some nice advice about using copper or blocks and brass and things, which I'll be doing. I was having troubles with my welder. Managed to get the switch working. I think it's just got a bit of dust in it. So hopefully that will improve. But I am looking at potentially getting a welder with a gas supply rather than relying on flux core for a tidier, neater job. But until I make my decision on that, we need to press on. It doesn't make too much of a difference other than obviously its messiness. So today I'm going to have a little go at the chassis still on the right hand side of the torsion bar fixing. So I'll turn the camera around and you can see what I'm doing. Obviously that's a dog, and that's a dog come to join us today. So last time got this little repair in here, which isn't the most beautiful of things, but it's all right. I think today we're going to attempt cutting out this large section here, going from here through to about there where that hole is. Find some good metal. Won't be cutting it up as high unless I have to, but I don't think I have to. There is metal there, probably halfway up the leg. I was struggling to get a good weld across the top here because it was so close to that lip on the chassis. So we won't create that same problem, and we'll cut out this metal. And also help improve things a little bit. I bought a cheapo some new tips and nozzles for it that will allow me to hopefully look closer. So it's got a different end on it. So although it's a gasless welder, it's got a gas nozzle on it. This then puts a gasless nozzle on, so you can then see what you're doing a bit better. So that's something I'm going to try out today as well. So I'll start cutting out and let you guys have a look in when there's something to see. Okay, so little sneak peek into what we're dealing with. Look, big pile of rust. No surprises there. Let's have a look together, see what we're actually dealing with on the inside. Trusty screwdriver of truth and hammer of misery. So, looking in there, we're seeing this both at the same time. Yeah, rust. Rust. But it doesn't look too bad on that back side there, does it? So, on the other side over here, there's evidence of, over here there was maybe some rust around the back, but actually I don't think it's too bad. Likewise on this side, this is pretty solid actually. Oh sorry, my fingers, sorry, I switched the phone off. This is not good videography. So I don't think any welding is required on this side. I think we're talking about a strip along here. I cut out some rust here previously just to see what we're dealing with. Bit of a clean up in there obviously. And there's obviously another patch there. I don't think it's a total disaster. You can see there's been plates on in the past. I will eventually cut, I will eventually cut this out. But I don't want to cut this out until I've put this piece in, because otherwise I might be taking a bit too much strength out. Now it's over really on that side that I'm more worried about things, as this is a chance for you guys to see it as I'm under here. See, because there's a bloody great hole there. Another one there. But in reality, I don't think it's had much work on it either. So, yes, there's a big hole there, but it's a big hole. We'll have to just sort it out. But I don't think there's anything else. Oh, good, I'm doing it again, aren't I? I don't think there's anything else. And then we find it's totally and utterly knackered. Over on the chassis legs, this side is pretty good. That's just flaky underseal from... I think there'd been a slow leak on the slave cylinder, which had not slave cylinder, sorry, the clutch, hydraulic clutch reservoir. It had a hydraulic clutch rather than linkages because it had a, and it still does have a 5-speed conversion. So this isn't too bad. But over there you can just about see it. Oh, can you? there in the middle. If I get my finger there, that's a hole. That's a rust hole, which will need sorting out. But we'll just sort it out. I think there's been a dink or something happened. You know, it grounded and weakened it, obviously, on the underside. I think that's something we can quite easily remedy, though. There's a few bashes and dents through there, so cutting out a large section by the looks of it. So there we have it. And that's. I haven't really looked on the other side of that chassis leg there. So we're in for fun times, no doubt, or horrendous times. I am curious. I mean, I really shouldn't be doing this. This wasn't part of the video, but should we do it? Should we see what we're dealing with? Oh dear. It's not sounding good, is it? There's a lot of crust falling out. Oh golly, look at that. That's a drain hole. Maybe it's not too bad. I mean, this needs replacing, but not super duper crap on this side. And I can't feel anything on that side. Oh, maybe I've got away with it. We'll see. But anyway, back to this. So, cutting this out. I am struggling, and any suggestions would be welcome. Oh, golly, hang on. I keep saying golly today. I don't know what happened. I haven't even read any of the Blyton, so... So I'm struggling to get the angle grinder deep into there, just because it keeps crashing into things. Now, any suggestions on... I know you can get long reach angle grinders, so maybe that's what I need to do, is just get one, and then I can get in there and finish it off. Otherwise, I am struggling a little bit. So if anyone's got any thoughts, I've tried using a hacksaw, because that's all I've got, and it was difficult and time consuming and not really possible. I've got a multi-tool, but that didn't cut properly, unless I've got the wrong blades maybe. I'll check that out. Maybe I need to check the blades. But anyway, so keep going away, chipping away at this and see what we've got. Should we get rid of this rust whilst we're here? Ugh. Oh! Another exciting... Look at this, guys! This job's paying for itself. What have we got here? We've got a 2013 5p piece. I actually can't remember the last time I even held a 5p piece. Recent. Probably from when, because it was definitely me. I changed the master cylinder a little while ago, and I imagine it fell in there during that point. This is a pretty boring video. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm boring you about that. Right, I am going to carry on and bring you back in when there's something to see. Right, well, that was eventful for me. So when I was trying to cut into here, I didn't realise I was cutting into this part here, which I can easily weld back up. But the blade exploded. Now, thankfully, I'd had a random comment from an old video about when I cut my hand previously, and someone said, oh, you know, you really should be wearing gloves. Well, I do wear gloves, and when the blade exploded, it hit my hand, and I well imagine it would have done my hand a lot of damage had it have not been for the gloves. So there we are. If we have the health and safety officer here having a quick inspection of things, what do you think? She says it's passed, thank you. So anyway, I ended up, I couldn't cut any further. It's made a horrible sort of kink in the area to plate up. So I started drilling out, which is worked quite well, and I think I can sand a lot of that out with the finger sander. So I'm gonna have a go at that now and see if we can square this off a little bit. Might run the blade across the top again, just to even that up. It's really not a very pretty shape, is it? So that's the next few jobs. Alright, so had a good clean up through here. I'm pretty pleased how that's come out. The old finger sander really paid for itself. Nice and flat through there, managed to get in here. Again, I'm going to leave it a little bit long like I did here, so that when I come to cut the bottom out, I can then push the side in and just keep it all as tidy as possible. My neighbours have got some friends around, so I'm going to go and see what they're up to, because I don't want to do any cutting. It's a lovely evening, and this sort of garage sits right on the boundary, and they're fantastic neighbours. So if they've got people over, I'm going to have to call it a day. I'm not going to upset them, so let me go and see what they're doing. If they've got guests over, it's going to be cut short, but that's not a problem. I can go and spend time with the kids. So if you see another bit of the video, it means that it's not a problem. If you don't see any more of this video, I'm being neighbourly. All right, so thank you.